Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2020 general readings. We are looking at the first half of February from the 1st through the 15th. Welcome everyone, newcomers and first timers, greetings, and to followers and subscribers, welcome back. Thanks for being here and thanks for all that you do in support of this channel. So this reading is for the earth sign of Taurus, our beloved bulls, for the first half of February. That's Taurus sun, moon, rising, if your Venus is in Taurus, or if you're cross-watching for a Taurian as well. But as most of you know, and we always say, if you know your other signs, watch those videos as well. It can provide additional or more predictive clarification, because general readings, of course, aren't going to always resonate for you all of the time. I mean, how could they possibly? Because there's so many of you watching. And your other signs may resonate for you at different times a little more than your primary sun sign, depending on what area of your life you're wanting to get clarification on. So if you know your sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those as well. It can be helpful. If any of these readings do in fact resonate with you and you would be interested in reaching out for a personal reading, you can click on the description link below for more information and contact details. You can email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can usually respond to initial inquiries within the same day or the first 24 hours. And scheduling is done in a fairly timely fashion too. I do readings full-time. So I'm pretty diligent at working with people's schedules and my own to get readings out to you or scheduled with you in as timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested. I would be happy to work with you. All right, moving right along. Taurus, let's see what the first half of February has in store for you. The year is still fairly new. Okay, Taurus, we begin with the Queen of Swords, followed by the Ten of Cups, the Four of Swords, followed by the Seven of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So overall energy for the first half of February, Taurus, your reading looks quite good. Overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, the wheel turning in your favor. Although I have to say, with cards like the Wheel of Fortune and Death, these are, you know, the Tower, cards that represent major transformation or opportunities for change and transformation that we have no control over, because it's energies of God, Spirit, the angels, and guides. You know, those are the energies of major arcana cards. The wheel, i.e. God, Spirit, your angels, and guides, is always working in your favor, although there are times where it seems as if it's not. But in the upright position for the first couple of weeks of February, Taurus, it definitely feels like things are working in your favor. Divine timing and orchestration, the right people, places, things, situations, what you need being brought together at just the right time, kind of the tide turning. Perhaps unexpectedly for some of you. And it looks like it has a lot to do with the happiness and harmony and ultimate emotional fulfillment around your home and family. We have the Queen of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Now the Queen of Swords is a very cerebral individual. Swords is governed by the element of air, so in the tarot, this is cerebral mental energy. It's all about what goes on in our heads. Words, communication, ideas, our perceptions, beliefs, ideologies, higher education, learning, wisdom. And kings and queens have reached the top of their suit. You know, they're at the top of their game. So they've reached a point of balance, harmony, self-control, self-discipline, self-mastery over the character traits inherent to their suit. So the Queen of Swords is a very astute, very cerebral, intelligent, far-seeing individual. She has a wealth of experience behind her, some of that quite difficult, and she uses that, exercising with compassion, she uses that to make really good decisions based on that. She is not one, while she is just as deeply emotional and feeling as anyone else, she is not prone to allowing her emotions and feelings to distract her or get in the way of being able to exercise good judgment with compassion, because she has a long road behind her, and the road for the Queen of Swords has not been easy. And that has taught her many valuable lessons. And one of those primary lessons for the Queen of Swords is to not allow your emotional landscape to kind of dictate your decisions, choices, judgments, and how you live your life. So it's a card that represents being smart, being very mentally astute, and using that and your experience to break through something. Because I really feel like there's this sense, Taurus, that you have broken through something or will be breaking through something the first half of February. I am recording these in the last few days of January. Because the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups. So tens in the tarot represent cycles ending or the complete fulfillment of what begins with the Ace. So Cups is governed by the element of water in the tarot. And the Suit of Cups is about our heart energy, our emotional landscape, which is why it's that watery mercurial energy. So Cups is often about the things that we connect to on an emotional level. And so the Ten of Cups in the present position, which this is more or less in, represents often a current breakthrough, that you will be breaking through something in a very positive way that leads to the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is often called the happy home card, the happily ever after card. It represents the fulfillment of something, feeling at a place where things have finally come together, particularly around home and family, love, harmony, marriage, childbirth, family, home, contentment. And often, because the cards have, of course, a multitude of different meanings and depths of meaning, and I look at the cards in chronological placement too. We're looking at more or less a present period of time, and when the Ten of Cups shows up in the present, it often means, you know, kind of a breakthrough, because something has culminated. So there's been a breakthrough which has led to this final sense of, yes, things have finally come together. And of course, with the Wheel of Fortune kind of crowning everything. Now, the Queen of Swords, court cards can represent you or someone else often. The Queen of Swords might be you, Taurus. It might be because of your mental astuteness, how smart you've been through what this process is. You have come to this place of, you know, this beautiful, emotionally positive breakthrough in terms of home, family. It could be for some of you that the Queen of Swords represents another person in your life that has been significant and influential in a positive way, because she's in the upright in regards to home and family. It could be somebody that has been helping you, supporting you, giving you good, clear direction, insight, intuition, wisdom, feedback based on her own experiences as well. It could be like a personal friend, or it could be someone that's been helping you in a professional capacity too, particularly if this is about the physical property of the home, you know. And there is a sense too here of recuperation from something which has been difficult and challenging. So it might be legal. I mean, perhaps the actual, your home or your you know, a beloved piece of property was, you know, maybe your mortgage went upside down, or you know, somebody wanted to foreclose, and this Queen of Swords, for example, for some of you might represent somebody who was maybe helping you refinance, or helping you kind of get out of that actual trouble. You know, it could have something to do with with financial material aspect of the actual home property as well. There is a sense here of recovery. Next, we have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So the Four of Swords is a card of taking a break, taking a step back from whatever the conflict has been. You can see that these three swords, representing whatever the issue has been, the challenge, the battle, are still above him, and his own sword lies beside him should he need it. But for the time being, he's not engaged. He's taken a step back. Now, this card does imply that, and it's it's only a 4, so we're still kind of in the beginning, the first part of the path. Aces being 1s and 10s being the fulfillment. So there is some implication that whatever the battle or the challenge is will have to be resumed at some point, or finished or completed, because he's still mostly girded in armor, but this card represents taking a step back, resting, recuperating, perhaps getting some different direction, feedback, a clearer perspective. There is a sense also in the Four of Swords that whatever it is you have been going through, fighting against, defending, or working for or towards, has been rather exhausting, and you need to take some time off to rest, recuperate, perhaps get a different perspective. And underscoring that, the clarifying card is the Seven of Wands, which is a strongly defensive card. This man is standing in front of the door to his home, his castle, his keep, and it is actually next to the Ten of Cups, so it could be actual property for some of you, or something to do with the happiness and stability of your home and family, whatever that means to you. So the Seven of Wands, this man is defending that, or something that you've invested a lot in, so you feel a sense of proprietorship, ownership, because he feels it's being challenged or threatened somehow. For some of you, it might be a more emotional situation, like, you know, perhaps there's been difficulty within your home in terms of family dynamics or relationship dynamics or other people. It might not have anything to do with the financial and material aspects of your home, or it could be that, and that's caused a lot of family drama. For some of you, this could be as black and white as, because I'm getting one specific message for some of you, maybe for 1 or 2 people or a small portion of you, that doesn't have anything to do with the actual property of your home. But I'm actually getting that some of you have been trying to get pregnant or conceive, and that has been successful. Some of you, it might be adoption as well, and this Queen of Swords is somebody who's been acting in a professional capacity for you. It's kind of interesting. For a lot of you, I'm getting something around the actual physical structure of the home, even though there's no pentacles showing up here. That the home, there's been some issues with the home, whether it's financial or structural or something of that sort, and you've been working towards it for a long time. Some of you, this might be, you know, as black and white as working to save up, you know, money to get into a home, or even to pay off a home, fix the home. I'm getting a lot of energy that it's around like the house itself, which of course affects the people that are living within it. Because it's a general reading, that can be kind of tricky. It's going to resonate, for those of you for whom this reading is, it's going to resonate a little bit differently. But the fundamental energy remains the same, Taurus. Whatever it is that you've been defending, fighting against, i.e. meaning fighting for, or fighting to hold on to or retain, there has been a sudden shift in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of crowning this whole thing. It may have been something quite unexpected that's come in, that's allowed you to save a situation which you previously was in jeopardy, and it's allowing you also to kind of take a step back and give you a bit of a reprieve. But when I say a bit of a reprieve, and meaning that you have to go back and finish handling the rest of this, I feel like it's a win for you overall. You know, like if you've been in any kind of a legal process or any kind of an actual fighting against something, I feel like in the end you're going to win too in terms of home and family. Interesting. So let's clarify this Queen of Swords, because I feel like this Queen of Swords energy, whether it's your energy or another person's energy, has been crucial and essential in bringing you to this level of finally, you know, success, this breakthrough around home and family, whatever the specific issue has been. The Eight of Pentacles, this is a card of working hard, working diligently, working a lot, perhaps burning the candle at both ends. And again, this can have a variety of different meanings. So whether this Queen of Swords is you, Taurus, your energy that you've been manifesting in this area, or somebody else, someone's hard work, diligence, perseverance, and an intelligent level at what is the best and smartest way to work through this has paid off here. And God, Spirit, your angels and guides are kind of in effect affecting things and influencing things to work in your favor. And during this time, the first half of February, you're going to, particularly around the middle of February, you're going to be able to kind of take a step back, and it's almost like a sigh of relief, because some kind of disaster has been averted. And not only has a disaster, I feel, been averted for some of you, although the intensity of that's going to vary. You have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, and in a spread where the Ten of Cups shows up with the Wheel of Fortune, both of them being in the upright, this represents kind of, the Wheel of Fortune is the ultimate delivery of, the Wheel of Fortune delivers kind of the ultimate achievement of your heart's desire with the Ten of Cups. Perhaps again in an unexpected way, but it's not that, you know, God has just kind of dropped it in your lap. There has been a lot of hard work and astute mental judgment exercised in this as well. Let's pull a clarifying card for the Wheel of Fortune and we'll end there. It's a lovely reading. It's kind of like you've won the battle. With help, you've won the battle. The Three of Cups, one of the celebrations, the party card, high social energy, kindred spirits, best friends, being with and celebrating with people who get you, understand you, appreciate you, and vice versa, particularly in this situation. So I don't feel like you've been alone in this situation, Taurus. Whatever it is, this struggle has been, this battle, this fight, this challenge, you've been working hard. I feel like you've had a lot of support around you, people that have been kind of there for you, with you, or cheering you on the sidelines, and there is that kind of sense of celebration during this time of a job well done, work paying off, and again, the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I love to see this energy. I mean, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups, Three of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So Taurus, that is your reading for the first half of February. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it useful somehow. Again, if this reading resonated for you, or if any of them do, and you are interested in reaching out for a personal reading, just click on the description link below for more info, contact details, email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the February 2020 mid-month general readings. Until then, as always, I wish you much joy, love, peace, and happiness during this time, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.